Welcome to S-Class, the highest tier in podcasting. Today, I'm joined by the jolliest of anime boys. It's Robert, and I'm your host, Justin.
All right. This is it. This is the big time of year. We're doing this.
It is a few days before New Year's, and we're doing something different this time. Instead of analyzing a series, we're going to talk about our anime resolutions, or like basically weeb resolutions, because it's going to cover a bunch of different areas.
I feel like it's kind of sad that we're making these goals to do things that really don't benefit anyone.
No, and this is the first time I've ever done this. Like, I've never had like I gotta do like consume something this year or create something this year.
I mean, I never have goals to begin with, so to have a goal that's so meaningless, I feel like it's...
I was gonna ask, so you're not a resolution guy at all?
No, I feel like if I'm gonna be a fat piece of shit in 2020, I'm also gonna be one in 2021.
I'm very ambitious. I'll set like 10 plus goals every year, and then like after like February, they all fucking fall off and nothing happens.
No. You're doing it wrong. You set one very reachable goal, you reach it by like mid-January, and then you're set for the year.
You're talking like really low bar by reachable.
Hey, I wrote a book last year, okay? I published a book last January, and then I did nothing the rest of the year.
Was that your goal?
No, I mean, it worked out that way.
Just coincidentally.
Yeah, it worked out.
I feel like by putting a resolution, it almost puts like undue pressure and makes you avoid it even more so. But we'll try it. We'll see what happens this year, and we'll catch up in a year from now and see if we accomplished it.
I feel like these goals I can reach.
So basically, I think I'm going to divide it into two main sections. It's going to be consumption and creation. And then under consumption and creation, there's going to be subcategories of anime, manga, video games. Or for creation, it'll be a little bit different.
That is just such a boring way of thinking of it.
Well, how would you think about it?
I'm just throwing shit at the wall, and hopefully I can do it all.
Okay, all right.
That's it. I don't need categories.
I think
it helps. Fun.
It helps me because like the consumption part's sort of the easy part. Like you just sit there and you fucking read manga or you fucking watch anime. The creation part is kind of the ambitious part.
Define creation.
Like for example, one of my goals is to help grow this channel, creating a certain number of videos or doing a specific video that I want to talk about, or drawing something or animating something. So that's for me specifically. And I can get into details.
That's fair. I have those goals as well for this channel.
Okay, so let's start with consumption first, because that's sort of like, I feel like that's really broad, and we could touch a lot of different topics here.
I'm with you on that. Okay, let's start with the fun part.
Okay, you want to go through anime first, because this is actually a shorter list for me. I'm much bigger on manga this year.
Yeah, actually, I'm a bigger manga guy this year too. Lately, honestly, I've been leaning to manga.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like anime is like, sometimes it's fantastic, and sometimes it's just really stretched out, and I might as well just get like the good shit from the manga that's like straight to the point. The art's amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah. Do you have anything on your anime list?
On my anime list, let me look. I have a list, a handy dandy list right here. Let's see if I have anything good. Oh, okay. So we're getting a new season of Laid Back Camp, Yuru Camp. I tried to get you to watch that once.
You know what happened is that was on my. It's still sort of on my like way back list, but I used to watch anime while I was working out in my room, and I put Eurocamp on. It just fucking destroyed my workout. Like, it was just like anime girls in the first 30 seconds going, like, you know, like the little anime girl noises, and I was like, I can't lift to this.
It made me want to camp for like 10 minutes, but then I realized I hate going outside. But it almost got me thinking about it.
That's impressive.
So I'm excited for that. That's coming back. There hasn't been a new season in like 3 years. So that I'm definitely jumping on. My resolution is to watch that weekly. I'm going to watch that every week. That's going to be my weekly series this year. Hopefully there's a Haikyuu season that comes back at some point. Who knows? That'll be my other weekly.
I thought they finished with season 4.
They finished the manga. Yeah, they finished season 4, but I'm sure probably in spring or something we're going to get season 5.
Gotcha.
Netflix is adding Ryukuma, which I love. It's a complete, like, the whole show's an advertisement.
Isn't that the claymation one?
Yeah.
So they're adding a second season.
Yeah, they're making a second season. The first season, super depressing. Loved it. It was great.
Just relatable.
It was just really existential about like a girl that lives with like the 2 bears and the little chick stuffed animal, and like her life is just terrible.
I tried watching that one too, and it was like it felt too cozy in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's great. Every episode's only 10. Every episode was 10 minutes, and each episode is a different month of the year.
Okay.
So that one was fun. I like that. They're doing a second season of that, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm definitely gonna watch that at some point. That's about it for anime. There's no like backlog of something old that I want to watch. That's more manga based of like older mangas that I'm looking to read. But anime wise, I'm pretty set.
Okay. So for me, I'm kind of the opposite. All of my anime are old school that I've had like on my list forever. So I'm gonna throw a couple at you. And I haven't agreed to do these. These are just ones that I'm like deciding between if it's worth it to commit to. Um, have you heard of Legends of the Galactic Heroes?
Yes.
It's like the most epic space manga from like the 1980s or anime, and it's like it still holds the test of time, but like it's gonna be old.
Didn't they have a remake though?
I don't know. I don't know
I
if
think they recently had a remake,
I don't know if
but
it's
I also
apples to apples
believe,
remake or if it's like a remake.
yeah, I think you're supposed to go with the original.
Yeah, and it's
Honestly,
over 100 episodes, and I haven't watched a series that's more than like 24 episodes in God knows how
yeah.
long. So that's like one of the big commitments that I'm like, I don't know if I'll do that. A few other ones is Akira, which I think I will commit to because we've been talking about that one for years, watching the Akira
I
movie.
can't believe neither of us have ever seen it.
I think me, you, and John have all kind of committed to doing it together, and then we just haven't.
Okay, I think we need to do that. I think resolution. Here's like a perfect resolution. We finally watch that movie
I think the
together.
three of us get together and we watch Akira.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2 hour commitment, but it feels heavy, you know?
Yes. From what I know about it, it's not going to be fun.
It's gonna be one of those
It should
things.
be good.
The last time we watched an anime movie together was we watched Weathering with you, but I'm thinking when we watch Silent
You
Voice.
broke me with a silent voice. I was not
Oh my
expecting that.
god, I wasn't expecting that either. But I just don't want something so heavy, or like I'm trying to avoid that.
My resolution is to never watch a silent voice again.
I'll surprise you later on with one of my other resolutions.
Oh my god, that movie broke me.
Okay, there's a couple more on here. Code Geass, which I've heard was amazing, but it was amazing back in 2005, 2010. I don't remember the year it came out. And the art style is so interesting. It's so unique that I'm not sure if I'm just going to ruin this glorious image of it. You've convinced me to maybe try Haikyuu again after you watched it originally, and we were like, no. And then you started again. You're like, no, this is amazing.
I love Haikyuu. It doesn't surpass Eye Shield for me, but it's close.
And it has an anime. Like, very rarely do you get a good sports anime.
Yeah, it's substantially better than the Kuroko anime.
Which is terrible, so that's fine.
Well, I enjoyed Kuroko. Kuroko's fun. It's a good time.
I think...
But no, Haikyuu's fantastic. I couldn't recommend it enough.
Okay, so maybe Haikyuu, again, I probably have to catch one, 70 episodes or something?
Yeah, at this point, it's about 70.
Okay. Soma, I think I'll push down to my manga list. And then I have a couple of other ones. One of them's called Sound Euphonium. I think it's kind of gay. I think it's about lesbians and music.
Oh, okay.
And I was like...
That sounds interesting.
It was also done by
I like
Q Annie.
Musical stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love Q Annie, so I was like, this was also on my list for a couple of years. And I'm not sure if I'm going to touch that yet either. So those are my 5 if you cut out Soma.
You know, now that you mention it, there is something in my backlog that I've been meaning to watch. I tried to watch it a couple of years ago. Our buddy John loved it. What is it? Welcome to the NHK.
That was also on my list.
I never ended up watching it. I watched like the first episode, and it like at the time it was just something like too heavy for me, and I wasn't like in the mood for that. But I think I would like to watch that at some point.
What are you willing to commit to? Right now, I'm just committing to Akira, but I could commit to like one more, or at least trying one more.
None of mine are commitments because they're just weekly things, and they're things I want to watch.
Right.
So I would say Akira, definitely. And I'm going to try Welcome to the NHK. My goal isn't to complete it, it's to try it. Which is 4 episodes.
I will do that with you. Not commit, but let's try for 4 or 5 episodes, and then it could be something that the 3 of us talk about, which would be great. And if it's complete shit, we could just talk about how much shit it is to John, and he cries because that's like his favorite series.
You know what? Fine by me.
Okay, so that's 2 I'm willing to commit to, and then I'll throw the others on the back burner. Maybe I'll touch them. Maybe I won't.
I'd say of all the ones you suggested, the most fun one would probably be Haikyuu.
It's just
I think that one would be the one that gets you hooked the most because I think some of the other ones are too dense.
yeah. It's just a lot, and it was so slow in the beginning. I'm like a little bit scarred.
No,
I just got to push
the
through.
first like 5 episodes are just like setting everything up, and then it like takes off.
Do I need to rewatch? Like, it's been a while. Do I need to rewatch those first 4 episodes, or can I just jump into like episode 5?
You really don't, because the first 4 episodes are just them like practicing and getting like together, and like it does introduce like some of the members of the team, but you'll be reintroduced to them as it goes along, so it really doesn't matter.
I might watch a couple episodes. I think I start with the tall boys, the one with the glasses, and the other one.
Tsukishima, yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe I'll start from there and give that a couple.
Oh my god, his backstory is like One Piece levels of sad.
Really? He seemed like such
Oh
a
my god.
bag.
Yeah, you find out why.
Okay, all right. So maybe, all right, maybe I'll do that. I'll commit to those 3 for now and give those 3 a shot.
Okay.
All right, manga time. Here, I'll let you go.
Okay, so this is where my like real commitments are on. Bleach, I'm finally gonna like jump into Bleach.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
700 chapters. It's something like that I'm gonna have to tackle and
You
climb.
only need
but
to
I'm
read
ready to do it.
200. You don't need to read 700. I would say if you want to go up to like 400 or 500 chapters, fantastic. 200's a minimum.
Okay, I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna read all 700. Is it 700, 600 something, right?
700.
I'm doing it. I'm doing Bleach finally.
Man, it's going to be a fucking trip when you get to the last 2 arcs. I actually wanted to add a section to this podcast where we set a resolution for each other, and that was going to be mine to you. It was going to be
to read Bleach.
To read up to Soul Society. So now I had to think of a new one now that you've already committed to this one. Sorry, continue.
Slam Dunk. I gotta get your Slam Dunk mangas. I'm definitely gonna read Slam Dunk. I wanna get through that. I wanna read through the whole thing. You have them physically, right?
I have them physically. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them physically. Yeah, definitely. And I want to finally get back into One Punch Man because I haven't read it in like 8 or 9 years, so it's gonna be pretty fresh for me.
It'll be a good trip for you because I haven't been enjoying it because it's like when you split one action scene into 5 months, it's terrible.
Yeah, I could see that, like, because I did start it already, and you have like 7 straight chapters where it's like bits of one fight, and they're like 13, 14 pages each.
Yeah,
I can't imagine waiting for that monthly.
You know what it's like? It's like someone jerking you off and then just like stopping right before every single time for 6 months straight.
It is a series of blue balling, yes. Yeah. And I think that's why I stopped reading for a while to begin with, is because like you're waiting for things to happen, but it takes so long.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with a monthly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna I haven't read it in a little while, and I think I should probably take that strategy and just kind of like read it in 2 years from now because I'm pretty well caught up.
Yeah. You gotta let it build up.
Yeah.
So I got One Punch Man, Slam Dunk, Bleach.
Okay.
And that's like 1,000 chapters worth of content right there.
Bleach in
I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Bleach is gonna be the tough one. Actually, how many chapters is Slam Dunk? That's probably over 400 too, right?
I'm looking over my shelf now. It's 31 volumes, so that's probably 300.
So that's probably over 300 chapters. Yeah.
Yeah, late 200s, early 300s, probably.
Yeah.
But that's a good easy read. A lot of it's action, not too much diatribe, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
I mean, I don't know how many chapters I've read this year. I read a lot of manga this year with the pandemic. It was great. I mean, I've read 200 of Demon Slayer, like 200 of Dr. Stone. What else did I read this year? I definitely read more. Oh, I read 1,000 chapters of One Piece.
That was this year?
Yeah, I started One Piece in January of 2020.
That's amazing, man. That's crazy. But that's an
I
easy
finished
read,
in March.
Right?
Oh my god, I flew through One Piece. There were nights where I was reading like 70 chapters.
I remember when I get into a manga, it's dangerous. Like I won't sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like super unhealthy. But it's still like one of my favorite times.
Like Water 7, I was up till like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I could not put it down.
I would go to work sometimes. I remember in 2017, I was like reading a manga and I was up till 4 a.m. for like a week straight. I finished 200 chapters in a week or 300 chapters in a week. And my boss is like, "You look really tired." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What have you been doing?" I was like, "I can't explain to this guy. I've been reading manga every single night." I was like, "Just work, man. Work's been busy." He's like, "Okay."
That was me at work this year. Like, I would just open up Shonen Jump app on my phone and I'd just be reading through chapters like with during downtime.
while working remotely or while at the.
No. Well, at work, like if I had downtime, I'd just be like, I'll knock off a couple of chapters.
Man, that's the dream.
Oh my god, working remotely, I was reading I was getting paid to read like 50 chapters a day.
You have the best job in the world.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Professional manga reader.
I loved it. Pandemic, best thing that ever happened to me.
Do you have anything else on your list? Do you have anything old school that you want to touch besides Bleach?
Bleach and Slam Dunk. I feel like those are two big ones.
Yeah, Slam Dunk's old.
Two big old ones.
Yeah,
that I'm jumping into.
Oh, when I say old, I guess Slam Dunk definitely qualifies old. Bleach kind of feels like middle ground to me.
I hate to make you feel old, but Bleach is old.
Yeah, if you go beginning Bleach, it's probably 2010 earlier.
No,
2005.
Bleach probably started in like 2001, 2002.
Holy fuck, man!
It couldn't have been too much longer after Naruto, and Naruto started in what, 99?
That's fucking wild, man. Yeah, you're probably
Yeah.
right. Probably 2001, 2002 then. It feels younger than that because it just finished 4 years ago, but that's like literally 700 chapters later. So that's fair.
Has it only been 4 years since Bleach ended?
I want to say 2000.
Once again, I think you might be wrong.
Let me see. Bleach.
Did Bleach end after or before Naruto?
After, like 100 chapters after, I think. But it also is newer. Oh, I typed Bleach and now I'm looking at Clorox.
That's weird. I typed Bleach and I got Bleach.
All right, this TV series ended in 2012, but didn't finish.
Manga ended in
16, I think.
Written by
2016. 2001 to 2016.
Okay.
Holy shit.
2001. Okay, so yeah.
74 volumes,
years.
Man. You have quite the task ahead of you.
That's going to be rough.
It'll be amazing, and then it'll be rough.
I mean, I did do One Piece in 3 months. I can do Bleach in a year.
I wish that they would do like a Bleach Kai. That way you could enjoy the anime. Yeah, because I know that our other buddy has been like raving to watch the anime, and I was on the same boat as him. And then I watched the first 25 episodes, and I was like, oh no, this is not as good as that. It's just so slow. I love the voice acting. I love some of the animation when it's faster, but oh boy, it is not easy to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I think I'll be good.
Okay, I have a total of about 15 series on here, which I'm obviously not going to do all of them, but it's quite a few that I need to.
You see, you're setting unrealistic goals. I have 3.
I'm not going to. I think I'm going to commit to 3, maybe.
So you're going to think about them. We're going to brainstorm here, and we're going to pick 3 out for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let me throw some modern ones at you. So I have Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone, which you inspired me on. Jujutsu Kaisen, I've been watching the anime, and I have some thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen, which I'll come out with soon in a video, but I think I'm going to switch to the manga and see if it's worth it, but it hasn't been my favorite so far. So those 3 are modern. I think Made in Abyss might still be ongoing. That came out 2 years ago as an anime, and I stopped after that, but the manga's gorgeous, and I was thinking about that for a little bit. And Soma as well. Soma, after season 3 of the anime, the animation just got kind of shitty, in my opinion. So I dropped it there, and it's like, maybe I should commit to finishing it. So those are my modern ones. Some of my other ones, they're kind of more adult themed, and I think that's kind of why I've avoided them, because they feel so heavy. Like, I have Kingdom, Vinland Saga, 20th Century Boys, Pluto, Dorohedoro, which I've read a little bit of, Great Teacher Onizuka, and Oyasumi Poon Poon. And I also have Silent Voice, the manga on here, which I've heard is much better, but it just feels so... Oh, this feels like depression in a book.
So I've actually read Poon Poon, and it is incredibly depressing.
Was it worth it though?
I didn't feel like it was worth it. A lot of people love it, but for me, something really depressing has to tread on a very fine line, where I need at least some reward, some levity at some point, and Poon Poon never gave that to me. I felt depressed throughout the entire thing.
Well, that's just your everyday state.
Yeah, so that's true. So that's a good point. So maybe it just felt too relatable, I guess. But no,
I like it when it's depressing and it relates to me, but it's just heavy, man. Oh, you know,
I also is not relatable.
for modern, I also have Hero on here, which I stopped reading after the fucking English tea guy, which was long ago.
Oh,
Years ago,
Hero
maybe.
Academia. Okay.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
like I'm really not too hyped on it, but you and Ryan have been saying how awesome it is, and I'm tempted.
I wouldn't say awesome. I would just say I'm enjoying it. It's been fun.
Okay.
It's not great. It's not special, and it's stuck in this like cycle where every like 4 chapters, it's the villains have the edge, the heroes bail it out, something surprising happens with the villains, the heroes have to rebound, and it's been going through this for like 40 chapters,
That
and
sounds kind of terrible, though.
it's become so predictable. Week to week, that kind of works because you forget that you're in the cycle. But like with the benefit of hindsight, like now I'm like thinking back on it, I'm like, oh my god, this has been such like a predictable mess. It's so
Right.
bland and boring, and it doesn't take any risks.
Is
And
Deku
it's
any
also
better? Do you still hate
yes,
Deku?
I still don't like Deku as a character, but he's definitely stronger. But my
Okay.
issue with it is that there's quite a few issues that I have with it actually.
Yeah, don't go too deep into it. Give
I'm
me
not gonna
some
go too deep in it,
generalities.
but it's like it's doing all the things that like people have wanted. It's like answering all the questions people have wanted answered, but it's giving us the answers we expected. So it's not exciting.
It's like 300 chapters later when Kishimoto's like, guys, Toby's Obito, guys.
That's exactly
like,
what it is.
It's like, thank you.
So it's like everything that was predicted is finally happening, and like, yeah, we're glad we're finally getting there, but like we knew it was happening.
Okay. Okay, so how about this? Maybe I'll commit to 3 of my newer ones: Demon Slayer, Doctor Stone, Hero, Soma, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Which one of these do you think I should invest
Okay,
my time in?
so I've read 4 of the 5. I haven't read Jujutsu. Demon Slayer I enjoyed, but Demon Slayer is. I think the reason it's so popular is because it's very Japanese centric. I think it's just
Right.
like it really, really appeals to that demographic. I enjoy it, but I don't. I don't think I appreciate it the same way they do. So I don't really think it's as great as people say.
I mean, I watched the
Food Wars,
anime, and I also don't think it's as great as people say. And
yeah.
that was like
I
the
mean, the
hype.
animation is very, very
It's
good, but the
gorgeous.
content itself isn't,
It's
mind
fine.
blowingly great. It is.
Yeah.
It's fine. Food Wars is not worth continuing from this point. Honestly, I
Do you
love
think
it.
I
It's
should
one of my
drop it
favorite
forever?
series. No, I think you should read it eventually, but it's not. It's not great.
Okay.
And it's still one of my favorite series. I've watched the whole thing. I have every single volume, but it's not fantastic. Um, what else is there? What else did you want?
Doctor Stone
And what was the other
and
one? And Hero
and Hero.
and Hero and Jujutsu. My recommendation is Doctor Stone. You already hear what I said about Hero. Doctor Stone, I just really enjoy.
Okay, so I will. I'm tempted for Demon Slayer because it's done, and it's sort of like one of those things that I'm already 26 episodes in. I don't need to read the manga from the beginning. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
jump straight into it and just learn about the captains, which I think might be the most interesting part of the series. Maybe, I don't know.
I'd say so. Honestly, yeah.
So I feel like I'm just gonna get all the hype and then the hilariously bad ending, which could be fun.
Oh,
But
I love the ending. You know what? You'd only have to read like 150 chapters at this point, probably. Yeah, because it's 200
Doctor Stone or
chapters. You've
Demon
already.
Slayer, which one should I don't want to juggle too many balls. Which one would I start with if you were me?
I mean, I would start with the one that's complete, which is Demon Slayer,
So I'll go
because that.
Demon Slayer, and then
Yeah.
I'll catch up on Doctor Stone if I get past Demon Slayer.
Now, for your old ones, not old ones, for your more seinen ones, the only one I've read is Vinland Saga, which I loved.
I think I'll love all of them. Like you haven't read Monster, right? By
No, no.
Urasawa. So he wrote 20th Century Boys and Pluto, which are like considered masterpieces as well. And Made in Abyss is kind of seinen as well. I don't know, man. I'm torn. I think Great Teacher Onizuka might be kind of lighthearted, and I think I might get some enjoyment out of it. It's kind of like a legend, and I should probably avoid too much depression.
Yeah, I am recommending you don't read Poon Poon. I'm
So
telling
not
you,
not
just
not next year, maybe another day.
don't read Poon Poon.
Ever.
I would. Once again, people love Poon Poon. I can't recommend enough not to read Poon Poon.
I think I have to read Poon Poon as someone who loves the medium so much, but maybe not next year as a commitment. Maybe I'll start with I think I'll commit to these. I'll commit to Demon Slayer, Pluto, and Great Teacher Onizuka because all three of them are done. That gives me a good backlog.
Okay.
And then I think I kind of committed in one of my videos that I'm working on to start reading the manga of Jujutsu Kaisen. So I will see if it's worth it. So that's on there as well.
All right. So
that's four. That's four for 365 days. I think that's fair.
And that's in addition to the ongoing series you read.
Yeah, I don't really read much anymore. I mean, Chainsaw just finished. One Piece, it's like I only have 30 chapters a year anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And I haven't, like, you saw the list of ongoing that I have: Demon Slayer, Doctor Stone, My Hero. So I haven't been reading those. So I don't really read.
Yeah, that's
ongoing.
right. I mean, I'm reading quite a few ongoing, but that's just like 30 minutes of my Sunday afternoon. That's it.
What ongoings do you have right now?
I'm reading Doctor Stone, One Piece, Hero. There's a new one in Shonen Jump that I love, Sakamoto Days. That's fantastic.
Should I get started on that or not yet?
It's 5 chapters. It's fantastic. I love it. I don't think it's up your alley, but I enjoy it. Then I read monthly Spy Family.
I was gonna say Spy Family's still out.
Spy Family's fantastic. That's actually like really good. Vigilantes I read monthly. I think that's it. Yeah. So I read like 6 or 7.
So just to recap, I have Akira, NHK, Demon Slayer, Pluto, and GTO, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, and then I have Akira, NHK, Bleach, Slam Dunk,
yep.
and One Punch Man. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Video games.
I'm very, very jaded on video games coming into 2021.
There's nothing good right now.
No. Nintendo has had like a terrible 2 years. I only really play Nintendo stuff. I really was disappointed by. I gotta say, I was disappointed by Animal Crossing. As much as I love it, and as much as I put 200 hours into it, like it was kind of like low effort and has less content than other games. They had that Mario remake, which, while once again I love the games, it was incredibly low effort.
That was a terrible game.
No, you just don't like Mario games.
Those are terrible.
The games themselves are great, but the remake was worthless and lazy. And everything
you also spent 20 hours in it.
They have nothing on the horizon other than ports.
It's so lazy, man. It's so disappointing. They should be creating new IP by now.
No, and it sucks because I owned a Wii U. I was a jackass that bought that thing. So
one every of the game 6 people?
I'm one of the 6 or 7 people that bought the system, and I bought the games for it, and now they're re-releasing them, and like for everybody else, it's like brand new. Oh, awesome! Pikmin 3, great. Like, oh, I already played Pikmin 3. Oh, I already played Mario. Oh, I already played this other Mario you're releasing again in February. That's it. That's what's on the horizon for releases. There's an old Mario game I already played. It's coming out in February.
And they've also been... Smash has been less fun also because they've been releasing these kind of shitty characters. So it's not like you have something to really look forward to on that front either.
My video game resolution is actually to play less than I did last year.
You mostly just played Animal Crossing, right?
So Nintendo actually sent like an email of like my stats for this year, and I played double the hours of video games in 2020 that I did in 2019. I played 670 hours.
What the fuck, dude? What are the other 400 hours besides Mario and Animal Crossing?
No, Mario was only 30. So Animal Crossing was about 240.
So that's Smash 270. Oh, Smash.
Smash. We played that together like once a week, for like 3 or 4 hours, and that stays on like even if we're just like hanging out, talking, eating something. So that like adds hours to my system. But like Smash is probably.
Don't try to make yourself feel better.
I'm trying to make myself feel better. That's 100 hours. Xenoblade was like 60 hours.
Okay.
The new Hyrule Warriors game was like 40 hours. Man, it was a rough 2020. I played a lot of old stuff.
You had a lot of free time, man. We all did. We were all home.
Yeah. I read manga and I played video games and I watched Haikyuu. It was great.
You were living your childhood dream, except you were extra depressed.
Oh wait, and Dragon Quest. That took a lot of time as well.
That's a lot of hours, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, so you're committing to nothing. You don't think there's anything you want to do.
No, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm not committing to nothing. I'm committing to. There's been a few GameCube games I've wanted to play. I'm committing to not playing my Switch that much this year.
What GameCube games are you thinking about?
I want to play through Pokemon Coliseum again. I loved
Oh
that
yeah.
game as a kid.
Are you
And
gonna try and
honestly,
capture all the dark Pokemon?
yeah, I think I'm gonna try to like really go through it like all the way.
Okay,
Um, honestly, even though it came out almost 20 years ago, it's still probably the best console Pokemon game,
that's crazy to think about.
and unfortunate to think about. But yes,
It's up there. I mean, I love Pokemon Stadium for like a nostalgic reason, and it's just like really low key fun. Like not low key, like
yeah.
low
But
effort
Pokemon
fun.
Stadium makes me really butthurt when I lose.
That's maybe why it's one of my favorites.
You know what? My resolution is also to never play Mario Party with you again.
No, that's all my resolutions. Get all of our
No, I'm
friends
never
and
ever
go
playing Mario Party
3v1
with you again.
Mario Party.
No, I can't do it.
Bring you to a cabin in the middle of nowhere and leave you there and beat you in Mario Party for 4 days.
I can't do it again. What about you? What do you got?
Okay, so I just bought the Final Fantasy 7 through 9 remixes because they were all on sale for like $10 a pop. And man, I started playing Final Fantasy 7. He's like a little Cloud Stripe is this little Lego man instead of the sexy boy.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of hilarious. It's not terrible to play, honestly, because they have this 3 times speed. So I'd like to try all 3 of them just because I feel like they're this iconic part of video game history that I want to be a part of. But I don't know how long it's going to take for each of them. I don't know if it's like a 60-hour commitment for each of them, which it probably
Well, I
is
mean,
for Final Fantasy.
if you're doing it on speed up, that'll save you like probably like 30, 40 hours.
Yeah, but I'm also retarded, so like might not.
Also
I
true,
don't I
you're not-
think I'm not the best video gamer.
You're not the best.
Is Final Fantasy 9 PS1? I don't know. I think so.
I have a very complicated history with Final Fantasy series.
Yeah.
I've tried it on like 3 or 4 different occasions, and each Final Fantasy I've tried, I've hated.
I quite enjoyed 10, which was on the PS2, and it's like a really iconic game as well. I think the biggest thing holding me back on these is the graphics. Might be
Yeah, they're very archaic.
yeah, which is sad. Like I wish they remixed it, and I don't have a PS5, so I don't want to, or PS4, so I don't plan on playing the Final Fantasy 7 remake. At least not anytime
You
soon.
can borrow mine.
Maybe. I was actually thinking about borrowing a game from you or Ryan. Breath of the Wild and Fire Emblem were 2 that were on my list, but I only want to work with one of them next year.
I mean, I love them both. Fire Emblem was my favorite series, but I think Breath of the Wild is a more fun game, honestly.
How many hours are we talking there?
It's really up to you. I mean, for me, I finished at like 75, 80, and I was like satisfied. Most people get much further than
That's
that.
a lot.
Yeah. But you don't have to put it that in. You know, you can beat the game in like 25, 30 if that's what you want to do. But, you know, it's such a fun game and you just get lost in it that you put in all that time.
I think I might borrow it from one of you guys and try it. I don't know if I'm going to play it all the way through. I don't know. I got to balance that in my Final Fantasies. Maybe I'll want to play that after I play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy is a scripted game. You're following a very straight linear line, whereas Breath of the Wild is complete freedom. So, you know, they're very different experiences.
Yeah, maybe I'll commit less to the Final Fantasies. Maybe I'll just play one of them next year or beat one of them next year, and then maybe I'll play like a more modern game as well. Maybe I'll put Breath of the Wild on there. So okay. So
all right, so you're Breath of the Wild and a Final Fantasy.
yes, I think it's going to be 7. Our friend Rich told me to start with 9 because he said it's very underrated and it's kind of more light and more fun. But I figured it's probably 7's probably gonna be the hardest and most archaic to play. So I don't think I want to go backwards. I want like slight, moderate improvements every single time.
All right, you're gonna start with the older one.
Yeah, that's my line.
You're not gonna start with like a newer one and then downgrade each time.
And then just be like, wow, this is not anywhere near as good as the one I just played. It's gonna be
just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna commit to 7, and I'm gonna give Breath of a Wild a try.
Okay, I think that's a solid goal, and those are 2 long games, so that's a year.
That's a lot. Especially, I don't play a lot of video games. I've played like maybe 100 hours of Animal Crossing this year, and Smash. That's it.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about. Do you know what a Nuzlocke is?
Yes.
I was thinking about doing a Nuzlocke because I've been watching this YouTube channel called Jaden Animations, and this girl's been animating her Pokemon Nuzlocks, and they look awesome and like fun. And I was thinking about doing one myself, and I haven't played Pokemon in 15 years or 10 years or something.
Oh, you'd get killed.
Yeah, you think? I'm pretty good at
I think it'd be
Pokemon.
fun.
That's one of the few games I'm strong at.
I mean, it doesn't really require skill.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
literally made for 8-year-olds.
I'm speechless.
No,
I'm thinking about it. It's a Nuzlocke's a lot though.
those looks are fun. I've done a
Have
few.
you?
Yeah, but I always end up cheating,
I was
so
gonna
it
say
doesn't end up
Pokemon's one of the
working out.
games you're not great at because you just pick the cute ones.
Yeah, but the game is so easy that I can still win. I can't win online, but I can beat the game.
Okay. All right. So that one I'm thinking about. I'll put it on the back burner for now.
Okay, so you got a list, and I have one GameCube game.
Yeah, I got two. I just got one Final Fantasy VII and Breath of the Wild, and then
And a Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocke
Maybe.
maybe. Yeah. If I'm feeling it. Do you have anything that you
Okay.
want to purchase? Because I am not much of a consumer of anime, manga goods, or paraphernalia anymore. Is there anything you're trying to finish your collection, or any figurines that you must buy next year?
Oh, okay. So they got a carrot figure coming out from One
You
Piece,
fucking
and I
furry.
already have that pre-ordered. I mean, it's only $25.
It wouldn't matter
I
if it
already
was
have that
$400. You'd fucking get that shit. Put it in a glass case.
So that's coming out January 6th. Psyched on that.
You have it on your
Uh,
calendar.
yeah, no, I'm ready for that. That's something I've been looking forward to for a couple months now. So I got carrot on the
I'm never
way.
gonna touch that figurine.
You shouldn't. And so right now I'm at like 300 volumes of manga. I'd hope to reach 400 by the end of the year.
Anything specifically?
Uh, so right now I need a few more volumes for Haikyuu. Um, I'm looking at it right now. As Doctor Stone comes out, I get that. As Vigilantes come out, I get those. As Devil is a Part Timer comes out, I get that. So that's quite a few more with that. Um, I don't know. Definitely another. I'm gonna try to get another full series, but I'm not sure which one yet.
You know what's hard with collecting manga is that for some of the longer running series, some of them are so great in the beginning and then they get so bad at the end. It's like, do I collect half the series? Do I collect the whole thing? Like, I've thought about it for Bleach and Naruto, and I was like, I'm not going to buy this right now. It'll be in the
No.
market in the future, and I can think about it then.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I need all
Just
of
like
it.
the OCD,
Like,
right?
yes, exactly. So I can't like not get all of it if I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I think I'm on a freeze right now. I'm kind of going through this internal crisis of, do I want to be like a minimalist and have less shit? But I also love manga. So I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell any of mine right now, but I'm going to freeze it for a little bit and then I'll touch back on it.
See, my thing is like even before I got like serious into collecting manga, I've always loved being surrounded by
Mm-hmm.
books. And like this is just like the best of both worlds. I love manga, I love books, I love having books, and having a nice like big manga collection, like it's just so comfy for
Yeah.
me. Like I'll sit like next to my bookshelf and just read manga for like an hour on a weekend, and like it's just like so cozy for me.
I'm also kind of scared because we're starting this like channel, this journey, and now it's becoming more of an analysis and more of a job. That when I read manga, I want to read it on my computer. That way, I could take screenshots and stuff and save images because I'm like, I could use this for a video in the future. And it used to be this very cozy. I'll have to put 3 volumes next to my bed and I'll read them before I go to bed. And it's trying to find that balance of enjoyment and work.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel to get the best out of me from analysis, I need to consume it as myself.
Yeah.
To get like my actual views on
That's
something.
fair.
So like it's one of those things you just can't overthink.
Yeah, no, I get you right.
And I think that relates to our creation goals, our personal goals for, this channel and everything. Is you got to figure out the best way to engage with this medium that benefits you.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part is that I don't want to do it twice. I don't want to read it twice.
I can't read anything twice.
It's not that I don't want to read it twice. It's if I read it in the physical form and then I'm like, shit, that was amazing. I want to read a video about it or I want to write a video about it. I have to go back online, grab the scans, figure out what chapter, and it's a 2-part process. So
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying, right?
I do get what you're saying. I mean, for me, I try to be more in the moment with even my analysis of a series. Like I want to think about how it made me feel, and how it made me feel is how I'm feeling in the moment that I'm talking about it.
Right.
Like going back and looking at it is going to change my view potentially.
Yeah.
But like that's not, people that are going into it and that are listening to what I have to say about it are going to go into it for the first time, and those are the feelings they're going to feel. They're not going to feel that hindsight.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's when I mean we go back into it into the digital format, I had to literally grab the screen caps of it, which is like
Right. Yeah.
a discovery. Like I already found the thoughts I have. Maybe I wrote the script already, but it's like, okay, let's start digging. 100 chapters, copy paste, save.
Yeah, just to get your images and your
Yeah,
lines of
just the
dialogue.
process
Yeah.
of it, which is a pain. But no, yeah, we'll figure it out this year as we continue to grow.
We'll get there.
Okay, we started touching on creation a little bit. Do you have any creative goals with any of these
My
mediums?
creative goals are just to meet deadlines.
Do you have a number of videos that you want, or just like the set number we agreed upon earlier
Yeah,
this year?
whatever we have planned, we're gonna reach.
And do you have any video in particular that you're excited to make that you're willing to spoil for listeners, or everything you kind of want to keep hidden? You want to give them a little teaser of what's to come.
Okay, I have a few. I have a lot that I'm excited about, and I have a few that I don't want to spoil. But I think I'm gonna give it the title "The Hamilton of Anime."
Okay,
That's all you get. You get the title. That's what I'm excited about. You get the title. No details. That's it.
I know about this one, and I think this one will be a good one as well. I think this is a great comparison and series.
Yeah.
It's a lot of feeling.
It does. It's got feel.
Yeah,
It's got heart.
something you don't have, but you managed to punch out a pretty good script.
You know, sometimes I can surprise people.
Stole someone else's heart, made that video.
Whatever it takes.
I like the commitment.
What do you got for us?
This is a ambitious goal. I'd like to get to 10,000 subs before the end of the year.
That's insane.
I know, but it's
My goal is 100.
what? Oh, I thought you meant 100,000.
No, 100.
100 subs. My goal is
Yeah.
10,000 subs, and I'm willing to put some heart and soul into this and get that done.
I'll meet you in the middle at 1,000.
That's not the middle. That is 900 more for you and 9,000 less for me.
I'll meet you in the middle.
1,000 for you then is maybe your goal.
1,000.
Okay.
No, it's still 100. I'm just gonna meet you in the middle.
I'm not meeting you, so
Okay,
we'll
well-
fucking see what happens, man. I mean, honestly,
I'll be happy at the end of the year.
you know what? It doesn't matter really. If we put out good content and we're happy with our stuff, then that's all that matters. I just want to see if we can hit that 10,000. It's an interesting mark for
As
me.
long as one person is happy watching our videos, then I'll be happy.
Well, it's neither of us, so it's got to be somebody else.
I'm never happy, so
what
the videos ain't changing that.
One more goal that I have is related to art. So I wanted to animate more and draw more. So I haven't really figured it out yet, but definitely something related to redrawing anime or starting something of my own. I gotta chisel that one out a little bit more.
That sounds fun. I like that. That's a good personal goal for you as an artist.
Yeah.
As somebody that isn't an artist, my goal is to do less artwork.
Well, you've committed to at least 12 pieces of artwork this year, so the viewers will get to see that really soon.
You know what? No, I'm going to change that. I'm going to get better this year. My art will get better as the year progresses.
You want me to tutor you?
No, I don't.
So you're just
I don't want that.
You're going to do this on your own.
Yeah, I'm a natural.
We're going to see through our drawing videos if you improve from January to December.
I got to be honest, I feel like I can't get worse.
That's a low bar.
That's what I'm doing this year. I'm setting a nice low bar so we can reach it.
Perfect. Okay. I think we're pretty... Anything else on creation? That's all I had.
No, I mean, my goal every year, anime or not, is to write more, and I'm going to keep writing. I'm not writing a book again this year. That was a big undertaking. Don't feel like doing that this year, especially after 2020. But just going to keep writing our scripts. I really enjoy doing that, and I want to make sure to just keep having fun doing it. And my goal is just enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. I think how this year kind of just passed us by. Like, it's been 9 months, and it's like how many fun, memorable things have you done between March and December? And it's like less than a handful. It feels like. And I think doing something like this is going to be putting like a whole bunch of little memories. Like, oh yeah, 2021 was even if it wasn't super fun, it was at least interesting, and I did a lot of new things. And hopefully it'll be fun as well.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Final section is our resolutions for each other.
Oh, okay.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything on your?
Yeah, I do have one for you.
Okay.
You are going to, and it's your choice. You're going to watch through an entire Slice of Life series.
I could do that.
And it's your choice. I know you don't love Slice of Life, I know you think it's pointless, but you're gonna
I
do
don't.
it.
Okay, so I don't hate slice of life as much as some of our other friends. Like our friend Kevin, he fucking hates slice of life.
Yes.
For me, can you throw some slice of lives at me? I've watched a few, and they're cozy. K-On! I love K-On!
Yeah, that's true. Polar Bear Cafe, a favorite of mine.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yuru Camp, obviously.
Your camp's a low commitment. Throw another one at me.
Well, the one I just started, Sakamoto Days, great. Slice of life in Shonen
Yeah.
Jump. I don't know if it's slice of life, actually.
5 episodes in, anything could happen.
I consider a Spy Family is kind of a slice of life. I don't know. It's a very broad genre.
You want me to watch something?
I'd go with Spy Family. You know what? I'd read Spy Family.
I was thinking about reading Yotsuba. I didn't mention it before, but Yotsuba's like ultimate slice of life.
That is the slice of life, yes.
I love Yotsuba. I just can't find good scans of it, and I'm too cheap to buy it.
That's the issue, yeah. Wait, change my mind. You're gonna finally watch Squid Girl. That's the ultimate slice of life.
Are you gonna watch this with me or am I on my own?
I'll watch it with you again. I love Squid Girl.
Fucking A. All right.
Okay, we're set. You're watching Squid Girl.
I will watch Squid Girl. I will give it a shot. It looks so fucking like Mo.
That's all I can ask of
Okay,
you.
so I think mine for you, it was originally finished up to Soul Society, which is 200 chapters. I'm going to lend you my box set of Bakuman, and I want you to read that one. I think you'll like it a lot.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read Bakuman, so that's a good one. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so that is, I think it's 20 volumes roughly, so I can give you that.
Okay, cool.
That's 200 chapters. So I think you've been reading a lot of manga, so I think you can handle the commitment.
All right, so I got probably 1,500 chapters of manga to read this year. I can do it. I'm looking forward to it.
100, 1,000, 1,200. Yeah, probably more than that, but something.
Plus all my weeklies.
yeah, including your weeklies, it's a lot. So I'll give you that, and we have quite an undertaking this next year.
All right, I'm looking forward to 2021.
Yeah, I'm glad we have something to do, and I'm excited for it.
Look at that! Look at us. We're gonna be productive this year.
Productive by reading manga and watching anime. I don't know if our parents would call that productive, but fuck it.
Look, my mother's disappointed in me anyway. I might as well enjoy it.
Do it your own way. Do your own level of productivity.
There we go.
Okay, Robert. Any last words you want to say?
Happy New Year. Let's do this.
Happy New Year.
We
Let's
got
do
it.
this. And listeners, thank you so much for sticking with us. And if you guys have any questions, want to hit us up, you can find us at S-Class Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, or you can email us at sclasspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in 2021.